Requiem, we're back! Woo, yeah!
We never left.
Oh yeah, shit, you're right. We didn't have
Why
an
are you
intermission.
gaslighting our audience?
What audience? Why are you gaslighting me into thinking there's an audience?
I don't know. For the lulz.
Why are you gaslighting her
You
to
seem
make
to be
it
lulzing, so it
think? So yeah, Zanzibar sits down in the sand chair of sand. That chair made of sand with sand in it. You know, the sand
Sand's a chair.
The sand's a chair.
Samson will get back on the boat, and he will offer his good hand out to Nim if she needs help getting back either.
Much appreciated. Probably help.
He'll let Nim the broken one, because he knows she won't be enough weight to do any damage to it.
Fucked up. You're so light, I'll hand you my injured hand, because even you won't hurt it.
No, the weight is just enough to pop all the bones back into place.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's how a broken hand works. It's not like he dislocated everything.
I like how when she slided Nim out from under Mr. Golem, her and Snowdrop basically made parallel smiles. Parallel curves, rather. Why do I always call curves smiles? It's just a happy, joyful spirit I am. Also, why is every token related to Nim fucked up?
Oh,
because of Nim.
Because my mouse died and touchpad. Where did Mr. Sand go? Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Yeah, I can't straighten out your tokens. That's your problem.
Yeah, it's not bothering me.
It bothers me!
I'm sorry, I can't fix
That's
it.
just the joyful spirit you are.
Yeah. So Zanzibar is just kind of chillaxing in the chair. Damage report.
We're fine. Down a
baby.
potion.
You're going to have to forgive me if I don't trust you of all people saying you're fine. Now, what's the damage report?
What?
He's kind of just sitting there with his eyes closed.
And Nim
wincing.
doesn't say anything.
Did he register the comment about the potion?
I will tell you, yeah, he did.
Okay.
You asked what? Because she was not listening.
What is the damage while I was getting damaged? Oh, God. Then you just hear
First off,
a
you-
snap deep in his chest. Oh, there's a rip. Oh.
Those grow back.
Nim goes, first off, you, and then second, Samson's hand.
And you just
And
see
the
him
potion.
open one eye, like, just a
I
hand.
put flowers on the bandages.
And just with one eye open, he just reaches out his left arm. You can hear the squelching of the hole in his shoulder. Come, I can fix that. Time for fixing. He's just loosely, like, flopping his left hand in the air, trying to get Samson to come over.
No one wants to touch your gross hand, homie.
When Samson comes over, quiet and spooky like.
Mm-hmm.
Good bandage work. How did you break your hand? You use guns.
You use guns. Guns broke my hand.
Punched a rock.
Blood thing.
Yep.
Oh. And then you can see into the hole in his shoulder. Just the black ink and tendons kind of sewing themselves back together. It certainly does not look comfy. Don't worry. Simple little bit of incantation. He just draws a green circle around your wrist. You know, a floating ring.
Mm-hmm.
And he slides it across your hand. And you kind of feel like the hand's getting better. And you feel all the broken bits kind of uncomfortably, but good enough shift back into place.
And then Samson's gonna grit his teeth as everything's fixing itself.
Yeah, it's certainly not painful, but, you know, things are sliding around inside you. Not usually a desirable feeling.
Right, so then his hand gets it back to normal?
Yeah, pretty much. You still got the cast around it, but...
Yeah. Well, it was mostly just bandaged.
Yeah, you got the bandage around it, but...
Mm-hmm. And then Samson is, does Zanzibar keep his hand outstretched a bit?
Yeah, sure. Like, after the ring finishes traveling your hand and then dissipates, you know...
Yeah.
It'll linger there for a second.
Samson will put a bottle of liquor in it, and then just go back over to the side and finish his own.
And he'll open his left eye slowly, still wincing. It's like, oh boy, it was time.
We're gonna need more of that, by the way. I'm almost out.
I don't know where the dwarf ship is. And Zan usually doesn't. And then you just hear 3 more cracks. And there's 3 more rips. Zan usually doesn't keep a lot of the stuff. Where's my kid? She usually knows where wine is. Ma'am, does your father have a cellar we can steal from?
Does he have a what?
A cellar! Wine cellar, you know, barrels of wine go down there, pretentious people age their own wine, something, yada yada. Expensive.
And every home. Do you have a particular season you're looking for? Or year?
Fall, 12 years.
What'd Simpson say?
Fall, 12 years.
Ball, 12 years.
Then I would recommend you go to the home on the coast.
Wait, how many homes do you own?
Yes.
4, 1 for every season. There's one by the coast, there's one that looks gorgeous when it's fall, and then there's one in the city, and then there's one on the outskirts.
Zanzibar
The one on the outskirts of the city is really pretty in the spring.
Zanzibar's just sitting there staring, like, through the slits of his winced eyes.
Oh, I forgot about the summer home.
Out into the distance. That is the most pretentious thing.
But I have such fond memories there.
And that'll get him to open his eyes and just snap tears like, certainly not with your family.
Well, you gotta ruin Nim's good time.
I'll think of a
Anyway,
plan
I
to
recommend the one by the coast. If you want the one for fall of 12 years, I would say to be fairly close to the door, actually.
Is this recommended place loosely guarded?
I've never paid attention before.
Of course not. Oh well. Problems for a different time. I've got a spleen to recreate. Oh god.
If he said liver, I would have had Samson be like, I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
And I have to get you a tray, right? And he points at Yala.
would be beneficial for producing more arrows and bolts.
And he'll just make an okay symbol with his hands, still wincing.
But upside down.
Yeah!
Yeah, he just
Got
hits her
him.
with a finger circle.
Just like a book on Italian.
Go on.
Just give me a second to, put my body back in order. Oh, I got hit back in the spine. And he just starts feeling his back. Oh, yeah, no, there's no vertebrae there anymore. That's just sheer hatred and malice keeping my spine intact. Oh. Apocalyptic creatures! They'll get you. And he just, much like an old man would, just kind of like slowly gets down onto the floor of the pontoon and just lays out flat. So, anybody discover anything wildly interesting? Since we're stuck here for a few minutes while I put my broken puzzle body back together.
This is above game. Turns out your friends don't like being hit by ice. In fact, some of them might even feel some type of way about it at a later date.
So, what was that fruit for?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Samson. And he'll just reach into his robes again and pull out the fruit. With every inch of my body feeling like it's gone through countless amounts of pain and devastation, I almost forgot why I let it get to that point in the first place. Down the hatch! And he just opens up his mouth and takes a giant bite out of this weird, strange, multicolored, almost pear-shaped fruit. And he just swallows. Nim, roll Arcana! Damn.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Reroll it!
Can I roll too? I want my answer.
Roll. Yeah, roll Arcana.
Woo! Fucking go!
Beat me 10.
Me too?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
Fucking go!
Yay!
Everybody's rolling
My
Arcana.
first roll.
So as he finishes off this fruit and you see him swallow, he just lies there for a few seconds. Then every single one of you feel it. A massive spike in the latent energy in the area. Even Samson feels it. Something Samson probably wouldn't normally feel. And you just see the holes and wounds, cuts and gashes in Zanzibar's body begin to rapidly whisk themselves away. As all the wrinkled flesh and thin muscle on his body begins to bulk up. And he just sits up, looking like he easily could have shaved 40 years off of his life, or regained 40 years. He's kind of just staring out in the distance,
So
smiling.
now he's infinity -4?
Yes.
4D. I feel
4D.
like that's still infinity.
4D.
Okay, infinity -40. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
it's still
infinity
infinity.
-40, but like he only looks like a 90-year-old man.
Infinity minus the, so it's just now 4.
Like you look at Zanzibar, and he doesn't look like an infinitely old person. He just looks like he's maybe
His
pushing
bones
90.
sound like it though.
Yeah, I mean if he hasn't moved in a while.
He
But he only looks like somebody pushing 90. You can't tell me that's the face of somebody pushing 1,002. But Yeah, no. You can easily see that he goes from being emaciated to almost looking like he's been lifting for days.
So what exactly does it do? Besides make you less old.
I thought you were gonna say less ugly.
Not less old. The fruit of life that is created within the bowels and the stomach, the heart of a bulb, is the culmination of the life force of every single thing that it's killed and assimilated. Every single one of those mimics that end up making it back, every single one of those pods that are retrieved over hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of years, culminate into one fruit. The process can be infinite, and that bulb was particularly old. Ah. Call it a little bit of a gambit. I am about to fight a war, after all. I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve if I can borrow a temporary pool to work from. And he just looks at Samson with a menacing grin. Why not? Stack the deck, am I right?
If Nim were a smarmier kid, she would have said, "Oh, so it's almost as old as you." But she's
We'll
not.
do what we can. And then Samson's just gonna keep on drinking and moping.
Alright, kids. Back to the tower.
Ella nods.
Samson nods.
Nim, stop paying attention.
Which means yes.
And they will proceed back to the tower.
Nim's deciding which sand handkerchief looks better on Mr. Golem's suit right now.
And I would say it is now about night of the time.
How long did that take? The whole blowing up of the thingy.
Wasn't it afternoon when you...
We,
Because it was an hour and
we got there around noon.
Okay. Oh, okay.
We fought a battle, that was a little bit of time, got a short rest, and then we fought another battle within an hour of finishing that short rest. Zanzibar came back, so probably be about like 4 or 5.
Alright. So it's about 4 or 5. I thought it was a little later in the afternoon. Yeah, I thought you were I thought the time was more around 3 or 4. So an hour to get there, an hour for the short rest, an hour to get back. That would have put it towards 6, so it would have been starting to be nighttime.
Nah, because the whole thing with the egg happened at noon, or noon-ish.
That is true. See, this is why. Timekeeper. Keeper of time.
I
So
like
it's about
numbers.
4 or 5, you said?
Yeah, probably be like 4 or 5. Maybe
Um,
sometime in between.
We'll say it's about 5. Or we'll say it's 4:30. We'll split the difference.
Woo!
And now you're back inside the tower. Zanzibar's
Oh, where
doing
is
it.
everyone?
I gotta put the tokens back on. Do you want me to get your guys' tokens, or can you do it?
You can do it.
Okay. We'll put a snowdrop there. Put a Nim outside so she can get attacked. Put a Hyala in the bathroom. And then, oh yeah. Wait, no, that's too big.
Why isn't him outside?
I'm just throwing them on the board. You guys can put them back. That's right, Samson's still gotta name the baby.
Yep, and I have a name.
Samson has a name.
I was looking at the ones that stuck out to me the most. From this list that,
Oh, wait, before you go
Shay
on.
helped.
I did forget, I had a tiny skit for when you guys came back. So you guys come through the door, all grouped up. Mr. Golem is climbing up the side of the tower, as per usual. And as you come in, you just hear, like, vials falling off the table and crashing onto the floor. And when all of you look over to the closest table and to the door, you just see Quinn and Panak huddled behind, holding like makeshift petri dishes and like, you know, science equipment, like metal rods and tools, and they're just holding it like shields and lances as they're cowering. And then you look over to the owlbear chub, and it's literally in the process of swallowing John Reed. You just see it just push the gem down inside its gullet. It's going, as they start charging across the table with their science equipment. And they just get like, they get up close to the chub, and then it just starts going, and it spits John Ree into Panak. Quinn quickly takes a cloth that he was carrying and wipes off John Ree. And then they both just start making a makeshift cot out of the science equipment and put his core on it, and you just hear as they start retreating away.
It just reminds me of that skit from Class of 3000 when Sunny made the paper army cut out and they all started fighting.
I thought I said to watch it. Him. The thing. And Zanzibar just walks over to the owlbear chub, who proceeds to be very defensive as he approaches, and he just pushes it onto its side and pins it to the table. Enough with you.
And Zanzibar puts him in a sleeper hold.
Just snapping his beak at him. Yeah, I was hoping I wouldn't have to. And he just leans down and he starts blowing air over its nostrils. Nim, can you make sure that the golems aren't damaged?
And then we'll look at the golems. How they looking? I have extra sand.
Poor John Ree has gotten a generous donation of sand from his brothers. But he's sitting there, like, shaking. Like he's just seen his life, his short life flash before his itty bitty little core. They've just got the cloth draped around his sandy shoulders, and they're just patting him on the back. Just pat, 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 pat.
And then we'll give pets and sand to even them out.
They're evened out. I needed this for that. And that was the end of the skit.
So Samson's going. So wait, when he spit up Jean-Ree, was it just the core, or was it the core and the sand?
Nah, like when you walked in, he was swallowing the core.
Oh!
He had already gotten rid of this end.
Okay.
There was an epic battle waged. One that was lost. Baby tried to eat.
So Samson is going to reach his hand out to the owlbear cub.
The little chub.
Little chubby baby.
Yeah, did I ever mention that? Apparently
What?
the babies of owl bears are called chubs because they're chicks and cubs.
That's adorable.
Yeah, that's why I keep calling them a chub. It's the cutest thing ever. They're chubs. They're chick cubs. I'm trying to get the token to be just right. Because he's medium sized. He's a fat baby, but no. Didn't want to do that. He a fat baby, but he's not that small. So what was he doing?
I was reaching over towards the baby.
He reaches out towards the baby. And the baby sniff his hand. The baby sniff him hand. Sniff, sniff. Hooray.
Does he, like, come closer?
Well, he's currently getting pinned down by Zanzibar, who's breathing over his beak.
Zanzibar, what are you doing?
They imprint first, but saving the entire diatribe of a Sun Eater's mating cycle, it is not uncommon for the fathers to come back prior to the next mating season to make sure that their offspring are prepared. They are surprisingly attentive to their children. It's a very successful survival strategy. But since they only imprint once, and that's on the mother, they have to be able to receive the father, otherwise, well, they're going to spend their entire time trying to attack a grown adult that is very capable of killing them. The best way to do that is to use their scent. One of their best senses. If the babies are too young to see, it's an option. And I'm trying to work that biological learning system. That way it stops ripping apart my house, you little twerp. As he just ruffles its head feather a little. You're
Do you
done.
ever smell that laugh fruit on your breath?
Probably not.
Alright. Probably stink of bourbon by now.
Zanzibar just looks at you and is like, hey, you get drunk. I choose to. Wait. You know what I mean.
And then as like he's just gonna like pull up a seat and just like start petting the baby.
The baby, who has now calmed down, Zanzibar will let go and walk away. Well, nothing seems broken that I can't replace, as he just cleans up all the broken glass and stuff on the floor with a snap of magic.
Why does it say that the owlbear's a copy?
Oh, because I had to duplicate it.
Whack.
I duplicated a thing, and I'm just waiting for you to actually give it a name.
Ah.
Wait, do you have
So,
access to
Samson-
this sheet?
I have access to the sheet. I tried to move the token over to me, but I'll just scoot over to it.
Yeah, did I set permissions on the other one? Yeah, because I never know if I want to actually use the other sheet. So anyway, you were saying?
Hey there, little fella. I've been thinking about this all day, but I finally came up for a name with you.
What's the name?
From now on, you're gonna be Burris.
How does one spell that? You know what? You could change the name.
I don't think I can at the moment.
Try now.
Nope.
Oh my god. Try now.
Nope. Can I just give you the name and you can put it in?
Yeah, just give me the name. What the hell is going on?
Alright. DMing it to you. On Discord.
Not my Twitter?
I'll let you on Twitter.
What the hell am the Nim doing?
I can change the name of the copy.
Yeah, you're supposed. The copy is yours.
Oh, is that just what the baby's going to be?
Yeah, because I want to keep the other one. If I can ever figure out how to move it back into the combatants file, because I can't.
Simpson's gonna, like, take off his hat and put it to the side and, like, curl Burris up in his arms. Man, you're so cute.
The urge to say Snowdrop is cuter.
Do
Mm-hmm.
You two wanna come take a look?
Oh yeah, I have to say those things out loud.
no.
In a bit. I want a nap first.
Alright, suit yourself. Have a good night, Nim.
Night. See you Tuesday.
What?
Happy Tuesday.
How funny it will be if it is Tuesday. Oh, that is an unfortunate placement. It looks so.
How funny is Chewsday? Chewsday, nigga.
What?
I said Chewsday, nigga.
Shay, I heard the same thing you did, don't worry.
Yeah, no. Something really bad.
What? What did you think I said?
A word that's in and has a hard R at the end.
Well, how did you get that from Chewsday, nigga?
Go back and listen to the recording and how it came through.
It did
You
not come out that way.
understand.
So I didn't hear it, but I can piece where I can like piece I can piece it together where you might have heard it. It's like, oh,
Yeah, no, I knew that wasn't what was being said because it didn't make sense, but I was also like, that came too close. That was like a near miss that you would have to report in a lab.
that's why we all figured that's not what you said.
Yeah.
Oh.
But just because they figured it doesn't mean that's not
It
what they
doesn't
heard
change
exactly.
the sounds that occurred.
Were perceived. It's okay.
Shay's out here trying to stab me.
No,
No.
I wanted to make sure that you weren't saying it.
She wanted to make sure she didn't have to.
Yep. Ow.
Anyway, before Nim leaves, I've just moved my token, so I'm not moving it back. Nim will tell Hyela, and don't forget to talk to Samson. Leave.
Yalla's ear just kind of flicks and she gives her like a what kind of look?
You have to talk to Samson. Good night. See you next Thursday.
Now it's Thursday. Go
What
to
is a
sleep, Nim, you're
Tuesday?
drunk.
See you next Sunday. I can't get drunk.
I don't know what these holidays are.
They're holidays.
I don't know. Sunday's kind of a holiday.
The
Man,
Sabbath.
you work holidays?
Mm.
Lame.
Yes.
If you need me, wake me up. And then Nim's up the stairs.
I need you now.
Go wake Nim up.
Nah, she doesn't. She doesn't need to wake you up. She just needs you in general.
Aw, thank you. Need you too.
Then the golems will have snuck by you and Burris and made their way over to Zanzibar.
If Burris tries to like snatch at them or anything, Samson's gonna try and like pull him back.
He can't. He's still blind.
Okay.
He too baby.
He too baby.
So where'd you come up with a name like that?
Yalla's headmaster, but cold.
Well, he's kind of like an owl bear, so the bird from bird, and then I just made that into a name. Did I know what Burris was? I don't think he was a bird though.
You know, somehow, and I can't explain how, that makes a lot more sense than naming an geo-elemental Snowdrop.
Oh, but Snowdrop's got such a cute name. Look at his eyes; they're like little snowdrops.
No, they're like eyeballs. Because they're eyeballs.
Eyes are the snowdrops of the
Zanzibar,
soul.
you know what a metaphor is, right?
I know what a metaphor is, I just don't expect her to use one. Nor do I think she put that much effort into it. I think
Man,
you
Nim's
actually
not here.
I think you actually put more effort into Snowdrop's name than she did. And you didn't even name it.
No, Nim always said Snowdrop's name right. I'm the one who forgot.
That's not what I was talking about.
Well, Snowdrop's such a cute name.
And Zanzibar will try and tip the bottle back, but it'll be empty. Huh. I'm gonna go downstairs, see if I actually have any liquor around here. You two, play nice, don't burn my house down. And you three, as he points across the room. Don't get bullied by a baby. It's embarrassing.
That was the most depressing addressing of a room.
Don't burn down my house and stop being bullied by children.
No, just not acknowledging Yalla's even there.
That's who he was telling to play nice.
No, he was talking to you and the owlbear.
No, he was talking to Samson and Yala.
Oh, that was not obvious. Because Yalla's just assuming it's the owlbear, because they're the ones who are currently playing.
Yeah, no, he pointed at both you and Samson.
Probably Hyala first.
Yeah, he was like,
Because if
"You
he
two-"
pointed at Samson and said you two before pointing at Hyala.
Yeah, no, he pointed to Yala, then at Samson. It was like, you two play nice. And then as he got to the door, he whipped around, pointed at the 3 golems, and told them to stop getting bullied by a baby. No one deserves to get bullied by a baby. That's why no one takes them seriously. I'm kidding, we love him. And now, Hyala and Samson are alone in the room.
Yes?
Oh no.
Guys,
Sorry,
I'm scared.
continue.
He's laughing maniacally. I'm scared, guys.
This is awesome.
Go on. Continue.
I don't think it was on him to continue.
No, you continue then.
Samson plays with his newborn.
He's a parent!
Yeah, that's a parent.
Fucking goon squad of a campaign.
And Samson's... That's it. Samson just plays with the baby.
What the hell are doing?
And don't you remember when you had a baby to play with?
Then Yalla shoots herself.
Damn, I guess those memories of baby weren't enough to keep her alive.
Samson just turns around and is like, am I doing it right? Is this how you...
No, you wouldn't ask Kala.
Damn!
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Eat.
No. That was Samson in character.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I ate. I finished up the top.
Ah, so the
Okay.
response
Then let me
changed to...
rephrase. Eat.
Ah!
Eat, but in a different voice.
Why are they just... Oh,
Oh, nice owlbear impression.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Samson will just exclaim that he's hungry, and then he'll pull out a thing of his rations. Just eat that for dinner. It named Burris. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? What?
Ah! So Samson just eats some rations and Yala is doing...
Yalla.
Nothing, I guess.
No, I'm not gonna lie. The thing I wanted to say was no one, unfortunately. She just kind of crouched with her back against the wall. She's just gonna sit and hang out.
How the baby looking? Is it tired? Is it energetic? Is it baby?
Well, this thing has one speed, and that speed is its own damn pace. Anytime Burris goes to move, it's not sluggish, but it's certainly not nibble. He is a fat baby. And he moves at the speed a fat baby moves, which is the beat of their own drum.
He's a fat baby.
Yeah, he a fat baby. He a chunky boy. You certainly don't get an indication that, like, he ever will be incredibly fast. Because he just looks stacked. And Samson's worked with animals before, so, like, I'm assuming Samson would also have the knowledge that, like, he can tell the difference between what's just baby fat on a baby and what's, like, this animal is just not meant for this. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like, every inch of this thing's anatomy just says tank, crush, maul, be fat, baby. It's... If you didn't know that it was an owl bear, you'd see very little resemblance between this thing and Betsy Lee or Mr. Dink. Besides the fact that it has a beak and 4 limbs, that's about where the connection begins and ends. Almost like it's an entirely different animal. Whoa!
And Samson's going to sit up with the baby in his arms.
And as you do,
walk up.
Oh, okay. Go.
Across the room.
Damn!
Over to Nim.
Did Yellow just get dubbed?
This is more of a question for Shay. Would Nim have left the decanter out in the open?
That's probably in one of her bags.
Would Samson have an idea of which one?
No.
Haven't you dug through her bags before?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you have.
I haven't dug through any of your bags.
I feel like you did.
You want to add to that statement? Because the only way that's true is if you say recently.
I thought it was recently.
No, because the only time I think I technically dug through one of your bags was when I borrowed your bag of holding.
No,
I have a vague recollection of you sifting through her bag when she was like, "No, Muffin Man, stop!" And you were like, "Wait, is it me? No, it's not me." Back to Rifley.
No, that was me getting the hell out of Nim's reach in order to go write notes in the middle of the night like a fucking madman.
No, but he took the 3 diamonds out of Nim's bag.
Oh, you're gonna be fine. Okay, I haven't looked through your bag this year.
That's why I said you have to add recently.
I don't have to add shit.
I will hit you with a chair.
You won't even know. You don't even know those are missing.
No, because Nim doesn't care. They're 3 diamonds.
Exactly, which means they might as well not be missing. In fact, he doesn't even have them anymore! You have one of them back!
No, I'm aware. I just said you can't say he's never done it.
No, he's never done it. Oh, that wasn't your bag.
Privacy does not exist in D&D parties.
Yeah, also, you don't get to have complaints about digging through people's shit.
I hadn't done it until you did it, you bitch!
Wait.
Okay, yeah, now we're fighting Nim. Samson tosses the baby up and elbow drops Nim.
So my point is that Samson could not tell which bag it's in. You'd have to open one of the bags.
Samson is going to do is he is going to go up to Nim and be like, Nim, and just like slowly, just like, I don't know, push at her shoulder or something to wake her up.
Hmm?
Oh. Where's the decanter?
Has anyone ever told you you're taller in person?
No.
That sentence makes especially no sense when there's no other way to be.
I know.
You're taller when you're a person.
You should keep up the solid ground.
Thanks. But where's the decanter?
It's where your heart flows.
You're too asleep to answer me, aren't you?
Answer what? You didn't ask a question.
Where's the decanter?
Oh, it's in that bag.
Samson will go into the bag that she pointed.
That was good execution, Shay.
That was wonderful.
If you didn't ask the third time, I was fully gonna commit to you didn't ask anything.
Yeah, you straight up reminded me of my father, literally every night. Dad, where's this? On the mountains with the rocket. What? Hello? What are you shaking me for? Where's this? I asked you already. No, you didn't. Yes, I did.
Well, where is it?
You were asleep. No, I wasn't. But, oh, really? So you were just on the mountains with the rocket ship now, right? What are you
My
talking
mom
about?
likes to ask really complicated, like 3 answer questions when I just woke up,
Okay.
and then gets mad when I give her the wrong answer.
It's just like when you woke up to math.
Oh, yeah, no.
But that's a story for not now.
Yeah.
Does Nim point him to the right bag?
Hold on one sec. How did I... Jade, I did not see that message, because the entire time I've been in characters. I am sorry.
It's fine. She would have let go when you left.
No. You opened
Why would you
your
roll
bags.
3? I already know one of them's filled with sand.
Well, yeah, but, like, you know which one's filled with sand.
Alright, then he's gonna look through the other 2.
Is it the other bag of holding or Nim's bag?
It would have been so great if he opened the first bag and you just saw Mr. Golem's core blink at him.
Oh, wait a minute.
Just see a tiny little hand wave at him as he
So,
closes
Nim
the
has
bag.
a bag of holding, and then the bag of holding full of sand. That's why I rolled the D3. You open the one full of sand, but not Mr. Golem, because he's in the corner.
Alright, then he's gonna look in the other bag of holding.
Then you find it.
Yay.
I hate to interrupt, but you know what her bag of sand just reminded me of?
What?
Ed, you remember
No,
when
I don't.
Kobe filled a bag of holding with pebbles from the school?
Yeah. Thanks, Nim. I'm looking
What do
rough.
you need it for?
It's water. I'm thirsty. And
Okay.
I figure Burris might be thirsty too.
Nim's up now, so she's gonna follow you.
Did you want some?
No.
Oh, okay. You sure? We've been out all day in the desert.
I feel like Nim stays super hydrated as she carries that thing.
So Samson will return to the thing. And... Is there like a bowl anywhere?
Most likely, but you might want to make sure it's a clean bowl.
Is it a clean bowl?
Flip a coin.
That's an eye.
It is a bowl with a bunch of strange crystalline crap in it.
Is there another bowl?
Flip a coin. Yes.
Is it clean?
Flip a coin. Yes.
Woo! So, Samson will pour some water from the decanter in one of the glass bottles he has, and he will put Burris on the counter and put some water in a bowl for him.
And you place the bowl of water and throw in a Burris?
Yep. And then Samson will... Samson will sort of like... I don't know. How do you direct a blind baby to a bowl of water that he won't drown himself in?
Yeah, I mean, at some point Yellow is just gonna be like, you have to feed it water at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, does it seem like the bowl is working?
You just take the bowl and place it in front of him?
Yeah. Does he do
No.
anything?
Maybe if it's close enough and he bumps into it, it'll startle him, and he'll just sniff at it, but no, he doesn't do anything with it.
Alright, so then he'll scoop him up, and then take the bowl, and kind of hold it towards his mouth. Not Samson's mouth, Burris's mouth. Be like, you thirsty, Burris?
Now, are you touching it to his beak? Because he can't see. He has no idea
Yeah.
you're holding anything. Okay. And
Yeah.
he'll feel the metal on his beak, and he'll just rub his beak on the rim of the bowl. And then he'll just look around. Well, as much as he can. Turn his head so that his ears go in different directions. You know, his little bird ear holes. Concept of bowl. Fail.
If it takes a really long time, Yellow's just gonna like chime in and just be like, "Do you have any of your empty liquor bottles?"
I do.
The narrow neck will be more like the method it would need to drink, I imagine. Never seen one of these things before, but if it's like a regular beaked creature, it'll be seeking something similar to its own mouth to feed from.
Oh. Thanks. And he'll squat for... Is there like a sink around? Because this is like a lab, right?
Yeah. The sink is that gray square in Zanzibar's bedroom.
Oh, I thought I meant like in the lab.
No, it's really just a wooden table with a bunch of moving parts on top of it.
Alright, so he'll put...
It really do be just one simple table fit to sit under the window.
Okay. Oh god.